Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is March 17th and I'd like to take a look around and see what kind of perennial edibles we have. Mostly greens actually. So beginning, it's almost spring. It's not much to eat in the garden as far as annuals go. So let's see what the perennials have. Okay, so right off the bat, this is something we planted last year. It's called scuplit. And man, is it going crazy. It's kind of a very mild taste. Kind of an odd aftertaste. Maybe a bit like maybe a bit like green peas. Kind of has that pea pod taste. They're pretty good. It's perennial. Obviously, we planted like maybe one or two. Holy cow, they've gone crazy. But, that's what perennials do. They take about a year to get going, and they just explode. So, all right, let's see what else we got. Coming over here, I believe this is sorrel. So this should have a kind of lemony taste to it. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. All right, get through the thorns here. We've got fennel, which actually, this is odd. It's been coming back for, gosh, this might be the fourth year, maybe the third year. I don't know why this one doesn't produce bulbs, but it produces crazy big stems. I love fennel. Doesn't look like there's anything else over here except for this sorrel in the back. All right. So I'm going to take you in the backyard now and we'll see what we can find back there. All right, here's another one. Many of you might recognize this. It's just spearmint. And here's our chickens. I accidentally let this get out of control. It was in a bucket. It was in like one of those wine buckets or barrels, I guess. Yeah. It got out and it went crazy. But it shows up reliably. You never have to worry about killing this. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, I know something interesting. Hang on. All right, some of you might recognize this. If you don't, this is stinging nettle. Really good spring perennial green. Comes up reliably. Basically, you cannot kill this thing. I've tried. And I'm not going to pick any of it and eat it because I don't want to get stung. And you can see, let me zoom in on here, some of the stingers. Yeah, like right there. Whoops. Right there. Yeah, you can see them. They're crazy. They hurt like heck too, but all you have to do is kind of cook them. Throw them in a pot of water. You can make tea out of them. They make a good kind of spinach substitute. They're excellent, and as soon as you cook them, the stingers are disabled, so you don't have to worry about it. Let's see what else we've got. All right, here's the next one. This is called salad burnet. It's a lovely little perennial. It makes a clump, as you can see. I got one here, one here. There's two others. And I'll just taste the leaf. They have a nice, like, cucumber taste to them. Yeah, very mild, very pleasant. It's a nice little perennial green. Yeah, it's got a good cucumber taste. You gotta crunch it up a little bit, but you have to chew on it a bit. It has a really nice flavor to it. They look a little rough, but it's March 17th. Everything's a little rough. Now I would show you the lovage that we have too. but that hasn't come up yet, oddly. So actually, we do have another carrot relative that we can check out. It's right over here. This is called Alexander's. It's not really a perennial, it's more of a biennial, although maybe it'll perennialize here depending on a host of different factors. This is, I just tasted this today before I came out here with the camera. It's got an odd kind of like parsley slash celery slash some kind of unusual aftertaste to it. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not great either. I think it would make an interesting thing to cook with, and I have read that the seeds on this are kind of like a spicy, peppery, celery-like flavor, so they could be interesting to cook with too. I think as far as perennial greens go, that's basically all we've got at the moment. Yeah, not much. I mean, certainly not going to have a giant salad out of any of this stuff, but it's something. And you can see the garden, you know, nothing's going on right now. I just started putting seeds in the ground a couple days ago, so that still has a long ways to go. But these perennials and the biennials, they get going really early in the spring, so they can give you a crop before anything else. All right. Happy gardening.